Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody this morning?
Good.
I always like to start out with a little funny story, and this elderly lady coming with her groceries went to her car and found out she'd locked her keys in the car. And so she was digging in her purse and looking all over for something that she might trigger the window or do something. And while she was doing this, up drives the guy on his hog, typical gang, big guy, tattoos, big beard. Says, "Hey lady, you need some help?" She says, "Yes, I can't get in my car." He takes the thing off his belt, flips the thing. Within seconds, she's inside. And she says, "Oh, bless you, my son." She says, "Then you're just a saint." And he says, "No, I'm not." He says, "I just got out of jail and I did a lot of bad things. I'm not a good guy." And she says, "Well, what were you in jail for?" And he says, "Car theft." And she says, "Oh, praise God, he sent me a professional." Isn't that an empowering attitude? Most of you probably already know my mantra, my affirmation, things like that. Let's say it together. My life is unfolding perfectly, no matter what. And boy, do I have a no matter what. I'm usually here early, and I was late last Sunday because as I drove out of the driveway, I hooked my husband's bumper under my wheel and I tore off the entire front of the car. I went up there and here was the front of the car sitting over here and here was the car. Do you know what my first thought was? Thank God for insurance. Thank God for insurance. I was kind of amazed that I didn't get upset or anything. I had to come to church, so I had to be certainly put together for that. And Ralph didn't say anything. I said, "You forgive me?" Nothing to forgive, what the heck. Just an accident. So I came to church. Didn't even bother to call insurance till the next day. I always go to a particular body shop, so I called them up and they couldn't see me, even see my car for a month. I thought, wow, there's lots of other people ripping off their front end. So I picked another car repair, which was just down the street, and loveliest people, just make you feel special. Isn't that wonderful? As we move through things, we can get that feeling of special, no matter what it's for. And of course, I didn't want to be without the car. I like to go places and do things, and so I said, "When it'll be done?" "Oh, it'll be done by Friday." I'm like, wow, we're gonna have to order parts, put everything together. But that was great. And they called me once and told me it was on schedule. So on Friday, I called to see if it was going to indeed be ready, and they said, "Yeah, I'd get it at 3:30. Well, I went out to lunch with my girlfriend and figured, wow, I could get her to drive me to pick up the car because Ralph was out on the fairgrounds. And so I called him up and said, "Well, I really would like to get it early." "Well, come in half an hour." So we went over, did a little shopping, and in half an hour went there, and there was my car. And I got in and I drove it home, and it was just like it was before anything happened. Yesterday, Pam called me, and she referenced the car, and I'd forgotten all about it. For a minute there, I couldn't figure out what she was talking about. Now, isn't that a wonderful no matter what? Throughout God. And the thing is, we don't know about our own powers and our own abilities until they're tested. Until you have an incident that says, and I was really exotic, and nothing really happened. I had this experience, my affirmation is working perfectly, all these wonderful things. And I said, this is life. This is the experiences of life. Things might get a little dull and something comes along and use it. As we walk through this life and have things happening to us, we're either empowered by our inner spiritual self, or we're victimized. And you know, to be perfectly honest, to be maintain victimhood is a really lot of work. It tires you out. You direct your energy in negative ways, and it doesn't like to do that. Our energy likes to go in a positive way. There's a lot of talk of empowerment, but I think Oprah put it on the head. It's you. I can tell you all my stories and how I behaved through them and how wonderful things turned out. That means nothing unless you can duplicate that for yourself. And we do that by becoming empowered. And I don't have to be anything other than what I am. I'm really enamored with using this power and what moves in and out of my life and what moves in and out of other people's lives. And what are they for? How do we resolve this? If that's the case, if we're moving through life with a sense of empowerment, a sense of authority, which is the truth of our being, of course, we can just have fun with it. I always say, I know my purpose. I came here to have fun. And there's lots of opportunities. This morning it's fun for me to share with you my ideas, and hopefully you'll pick one up and run with it, and it'll make a difference in your life. That's what we're for. I don't need to make a difference in this world, although I will as I move along, because as I use the energy, as I see things in a new way, something new is established. I'm always marveled by the vision that we have, awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Because I was one of the people that went through the whole process where we reached that. And if you think there's nothing wonderful, boy, when 85 ministers can get up in a one voice and sanction those words as our vision for the future. Those were sanctioned. We didn't really do anything physically about it. We said it in our churches. We read it often. Isn't that happening right now? Isn't that what's happening? People are awakening all of humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And until we can accept personally, one by one, our own spiritual magnificence, we can't achieve that utopia that everybody would like to have. You don't have to do anything. I found that out. I thought if I didn't say yes to things and do a lot of things, I would disappear or something. So I just started saying no and got down to where I wasn't doing anything. I was still me. I was still here. I was still thinking. I was still producing. And I was happier for it. Now I can pick and choose. So if you ask me something and I say no to it, nothing wrong with the task. I just don't want to. I don't think in making excuses or anything like that. Each of us is living a soul life. As much as I can convey to you, there are still ideas in my mind, thoughts, feelings that are on mine only. And it's the same thing for you. They're yours only. I like to marvel at the little things. I do jigsaw puzzles. I used to do them, which you put on the table, but I found out you can do them on your iPad. You don't have to have boxes and boxes of little pieces. And as I do the puzzle, I'm always marvel. Sometimes I just hit on a piece and whip it over there and it's in place. How much jigsaw puzzles are like life? I could get a piece and it doesn't go anywhere. I can swear up down it doesn't belong to this puzzle, but at some point in time, it's there, fitting in. And that's the way life is. It's unfolding in a variety of ways, and sometimes we get a puzzle piece, we don't know what it is or why it's there. Must have come from another puzzle. But not true. All the pieces are there, and they all fit in. I was surprised the other day, I got one and there was piece missing. I thought, have they changed the program? Are they challenging me? I can't find that piece. Well, there's a lip along the side that has all the pieces, and it had gotten past that on my computer, so I couldn't see it. Once I realized the peace had to be there, then any anxiety was gone. I just look until I find it. That's what you need to do in life. Only you know what is beneficial in your life. Some people are doing things that would, I would find them taxing and terrible and all that kind of stuff. But they're enjoying it. It's like Ralph, he loves to go camping. My idea of camping is slow room service. But isn't that nice? We already have crowded campgrounds, so if you had too many people all wanting to do that. But each of us has talents and abilities and everything else. You can't not contribute. As long as you are alive and you are breathing and you are thinking, you are moving that energy of life. And there is nothing more important than what you are thinking about. Because what you are thinking about in this moment is building your experiences in the world and moving you along your life plan, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. And that's what we need to do, is to see the world, to believe the world in this wonderful way. The world is always less than what I see it, because it has to move into a new expression to live up to my expectations. I can accept everybody as they are, and yet I see them growing and going and becoming better and better and better. I marvel in the spirit. I do a lot of embroidery work, putting beads, sequins on things. And in order to do that, I have the piece of fabric, and I have one hand on top and one underneath. Well, this one underneath has to put the needle through in this little hole. There's a dot on the calendar, and I have to take this hand underneath and hit that dot. Well, there's very few times I miss. What is that? That's that power of spirit, of the hidden things that's coming to me and actually doing the work. So I just sit there marveling that this can happen and beat away. One of the orchestra leaders was once asked why he liked and he was in his 90s by then. I think it's, can't remember his name right now. But anyway, they asked him to what he attributed his long life. And he said, power and control. He says he steps up in front of an orchestra of 200 people, raises his baton, and they follow every movement, creating music. Big orchestra, little bitty stick. That's all it takes. But he's directing from that spirit within, bringing the sound up, bringing it down. I did a little directing in my lifetime too. But to be that in control, that's to do with your life. Big life, little bitty thought. Moving us back and forth, in and out. You wonder about spirit, ladies? Next time you put a necklace on, you ever taken your necklace, you pin it back there, you don't see it. Your fingers have to find it. How do they do that? Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Then I have Ralph fix it and put it on. But that power is already resident within each of us. So we can't empower anybody. We can encourage and enlighten and allow to be an example. Come, follow me. I know how to do it. I know where we can go. My girlfriend who took me to get the car has really terrible sense of direction. I once went to a conference with her for a week, And every day she went out the front of the hotel, she turned the wrong way. Every day. Well, she was taking me over there, and I was giving her directions. She says, I know where I'm going. I said, okay. So the next minute after she made her right hand, she says, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. I said, now wait a minute. You said you knew. Well, I took her down. I took a street she was not familiar with, and she said, I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. And I said, look here. I said, I'm sitting here. I am a living, breathing GPS. I'll tell you where you are and where to go. And so I finally did. I said, you know where you are now. But it's really funny. She was going down Main Street in Ventura, and she all of a sudden said, I don't know where I am. Well, I'm not familiar with it because I didn't know where I was either. But, you know, you can't go too far off. Those things, just find them light. Anything that kind of gets you or gets to you, mull it over, learn from it. But mostly, please, if you never do anything else, forgive everything that you have felt victimized by. Because you can't reach full potential unless you clarify yourself and adhere to living from spirit. And spirit knows that each of us is that bit of Godness that is perfect, that is whole and complete, that can never be damaged, that can never be thrown away. It is perfect within us. And so we choose what we experience. And we certainly have many voices, many thoughts and ideas and activities that are leading us down a trail we really don't want to go. But the only one you can take care of is you. How do you see the world? How do you see the happenings in your life? Can you rejoice because everything is being made just for you? Everything in our life is customized. That infinite intelligence takes our input, our thoughts, our beliefs about ourselves, and creates accordingly, giving us the things that we need to grow. A lot of things don't fit into as I see life, but they're there to move me in various directions. And bless everything that has happened to you up until this time, because those things have moved you and molded you into what you are in this moment. And if there are things that you wish to be beyond that, begin to think about it. That's your empowerment. That's your readiness. You have all that you ever will need to live the absolute wonderful life that you want to live. But you have to declare that, in spite of what might look like. So nothing really needs to change for you to better enjoy the life you're living. Only a recognition and a revelation of those hidden secret things. The communion. That's what I'm saying, but that's not important. What are you thinking? What does this bring out in you? When I tell you that you are God incarnate, each of us, this infinite power. Many have gone ahead showing us the way, and yet we don't see it, we don't take it. We wear signs like "Born to Lose." I told you a young man, he had this t-shirt with this big thing, "Born to Lose." I said, what do you expect in life? He said, not much. I said, I thought so. You wear it right under your chest. And everybody harkens to Murphy's principle. Whatever can happen will. So what? I'll enjoy every little thing that comes along. Because that's what I came here for. I came here to dance and laugh and have fun and to take you all with me on that journey. That's why I love Sundays when I talk, because I know somewhere in this audience, someone is being encouraged to go out and have a lot more fun, a lot more love, a lot more of life. Just stick with it. It's never over. You know, I have things popping up in my life that I thought of a long time ago, and they're just now showing up. Never give up. Never give up. But hold things lightly. You have an idea in mind of what your life should be, but there's an infinite talent and intelligence within us that has a much higher ideal. I would rather dream of going to the moon and only end up in San Francisco than have a lesser dream. Make your dream big. Great big dream, little tiny effort. Because you're turning over. So right now, in this very moment, just think of anything in your past that has victimized you and forgive it. You won't have anything to do with it past this moment. Now place in mind that new life, that way you want to. Giving thanks for all those things. Look over your past. Look at all the wonders that have come into your life. You're a winner. Out of how many thousands and thousands of sperm, you're the one that got the universe. Well, is that it? See, you're born a winner. You're born a winner. Well, I'm just here to empower you. But I can't do that. So I'm here to allow you to find your own power. You are a contributing part of this life, no matter what. So as we sat here this morning in calm and peace, each of us directed the energy of the universe into a new experience which we'll move into when this session is over and when we leave here and go back outside to all that's going on. I love you. I know God loves you. I hope you love you. And carry this life of yours easily, contributing and loving. And let's do it once more. It's a powerful affirmation. My life is unfolding perfectly, no matter what. And so now we have Bill, and he's playing a song I've requested, so listen closely to these words.
Yeah, this is one reason why I love Betty. I can't believe she requested this particular song. I'm just gonna go like this and just go like that. Because this is awesome about her, because she's got such a great sense of humor. And this song is a little humorous. It's a little bit, the little background, just a moment. I had a relationship where the person, we were just not on the same page. And she was saying things to me like, you're chasing a dream that passed you years ago. Thank you. I was 35 years old with my guitar. I was going, I don't know if this is going to work, you know. So I wrote this song for her. I empowered myself through this song, and Betty Ann knows the song. She goes, bring it to the church, to the sanctuary. I went, what? So. When you left, everything went right. I can't hide the tears that I never cried. You said when you left I'd be a mess on my own. Well, I wish I was this bad a long time ago. But I lost your love and found me alive. What I'll do with this free time, I just can't decide. Everything's coming up roses, and it's all your fault. If it wasn't for this good luck, I'd have no luck at all. When you left, everything went right. I can't hide the tears that I never cried. You said if you left I'd be a mess on my own. Well, I wish I was this bad a long time ago. Weekends of regret, those days are gone. I miss your honey-do list like I miss your mom. And I won't lay blame for the way you changed. 'Cause if I had to do it over again, well, I wouldn't. When you left, everything went right. I can't hide the tears that I never cried. You said if you left I'd be a mess on my own. Well, I wish I was this bad a long time ago. 'Cause when you left, everything went right. 'Cause when you left, everything went right. She requested that song.
Bill just said that's a mic drop. I love that song, and I know you wrote that. I love that song. Thank you, Betty Ann, for ending on such a great note here. And I just wanted to tell a little story about, just really briefly, I have a friend who is an emergency room doctor. I had a huge gash in my leg late at night. He happens to be on, and he had lost an eye, and he had just gotten back to work. And so he said, well, we have to sew this up. I expected someone else to come in and sew it up because I thought, he has no depth perception. And he takes out the needle, and here's my friend, and I didn't know what to say. And I said, can you see to do this? Or how are you seeing to do this? He said, not good. And I just didn't know what to say. He did it perfectly from all the times he had done it before. It was in his soul, it was in his being. And luckily, that's one of the few scars I do not have. He said that I'll never forget that. I just sat there scared. Oh gosh, what a wonderful morning. Thank you all, thank you all. So right now, we're going to do the offertory. Sandy and Marcia, thank you for helping us tape. This is wonderful. And our wonderful everybody, our sound, and what's the buzz guy? Buzz, Noe, thank you. And all our PODs and our Lenny and everybody. And especially Bill, wherever he went.
He's off to Ojai.
Oh. So, let us do this offertory together. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is, and that's the way it is. And now we're going to do this song and that we read together earlier. So now we're going to sing it together. And just knowing that this is a sacred time and that you don't give to a person, place, or thing. You give to Source itself, and Source gives to each and every one of us to the degree we allow ourselves to open up to it. So in this sacred moment, we're going to sing this. Sure we are. When you left,
I love you.
wonderful, joyous Sunday, and we're going to form our circle now.